Hey everybody, it's Chad with Nobody Else's Auto. Big, beautiful, and blue, that's what we've got tonight. This isn't new inventory, it's been here for a few years, but it just got put into storage. Now, if you guys will remember, we actually found this car in a garage 2 or 3 years ago. We'll put the link in to that video when we found this car. Kind of an interesting story. It was sold brand new, actually probably about 6 blocks from where we're standing right now is where this car was sold brand new. It went to a little town called Ellenwood, about 8 or 10 miles east of Great Bend. It was driven up into the 90s, maybe into the early 2000s. When it was replaced, the family never sold it. The original family that bought it new. They had an extra garage on the back of the property behind the house. The Oldsmobile went back into that garage, and that's where it sat until we pulled it out a few years ago. So check out that video where we found this thing. After we got it bought, Dad put it in storage for a couple years till he had time to mess with it. Got it back out recently. Him and his buddy Jay got on it, and this thing fired up almost instantly. A very, very minimal amount of work, and this old 455 was back to life and breathing. So that was a good sign. That was exciting. It's always great to hear these things fire back up. In fact, Dad wanted to do a video on it, but he said as soon as they got it ready, it lit off. So it was a little too late. We missed it. But anyway, it's done. It's ready for its new owner. Is it perfect? No, it's mostly original. They did do a little bit of touch-up work on it here and there, checked it over mechanically, got it running and driving. So it's not a Concours high point restoration, but these aren't 6-figure cars either. But they're great old cruisers, and that's what we've got here with this 75 98 Coupe. Great history, great story, and a good-looking old car. It's a great color, and like I said, it's not perfect, but man, this thing is going to be a ton of fun for somebody. Out cruising, going to get ice cream. It's kind of like sitting on your sofa at home when you're inside of it, but a neat old car. So let's take a look at it, talk about a few of the things that Dad and Jay did to it to get it ready for its new home. Obviously, it's a 75 98 Coupe. Really great blue. But of course, in 75, coming up on the bicentennial year of 1976, blue, white, red, those colors were really big, really popular, and the original owner of this car was big into politics. So I've got a feeling that that's why this car was chosen in blue and white, was a patriotic type theme. And it looks great even today. Now, most of the body and paint is original. They did have to repaint the header panel. It had some flaking paint. One of the rear quarter extensions around the cathedral taillights had fallen apart, as they commonly do. They had to replace that. Put some door hinge bushings in it because these are really big doors. Some little details like that, but by and large, most of the body is original. They just buffed it out, touched it up a little bit, and like I said, it's not perfect, but for a cool old cruiser, still looks pretty good. Now, these side moldings were actually dealer added. These were added when the car was new. Has the original hubcaps on it, this partial vinyl top. And as we work around the back of this thing, a great feature of these 98s that I personally love are these cathedral style taillights. The way they just stand straight up on the tips of the rear bumper. I thought that was a great design, the way they did that. Over here on the passenger side, as we kind of work our way around, more of the same. A couple little dings and scratches, but overall, not a terrible looking old car. Considering this car is mostly original and 50 years old, that's not too bad. A lot of the chrome, a lot of the trim all still looks good. Just going to the rectangle headlights in this era of vehicles. So there again, kind of a new design feature, getting away from the old round headlights that they'd used for years. Just a good looking old car that somebody's gonna have a ton of fun with. Let's take a peek at this white interior. There again, the white and blue theme continues inside the car. The dash looks good. Had to do some repair work on the armrests, but the seats still look pretty decent. Obviously, being a 98, it's a fairly well loaded up car. We can see power seats. Of course, power windows. Tilt column. Cruise control. But it just has an AM radio. Now, a lot of people sit there and say, wonder why. Well, that car's pretty loaded up. Why does it have an AM radio? In 1975, there really wasn't any FM stations yet. So it's not uncommon to still see cars with an AM radio in the 70s, because it was around 77, 78, 79 where FM really started to come into play. So a lot of people, there was no point in buying and ordering an FM radio because there weren't any stations anyway. So kind of crazy to think about in today's world, but that's how it was. We look in the back seat of this thing, and there's a whole lot of back seat in there too, and a whole lot of white back there, but still looks really good. Let's go over to the other side. Look at that, doors still fit good. That's a whole lot of door to still fit that solid after 50 years. Let's pop the trunk real quick while we're back there with the automatic release. Which still works, and holy cow, that is a lot of trunk. We look at today's crossovers and SUVs, and they say, oh, they got a lot of room in the back. I'm not quite so sure they ain't got quite as much space as this thing does. I don't know what they call this, like a 4-body or a 5-body trunk, something like that. There's a lot of real estate in there. Spare tire all still in it. Jack instructions all still in it. So let's see what we've got in the glove box. Now, obviously, we know our trunk release works in here. But here we go with our original paperwork, presenting your Oldsmobile and other important car papers. Obviously, we've still got the original owner's manual. But what really is cool about this particular car is some of the other actual original paperwork still in here in the jacket. Consumer information. Warranty paperwork. Dealer information on it. And that's literally about 5 or 6 blocks from where we're at right now. So after 50 years, not very far away from where it left originally. Tire paperwork. And there's some old registrations and things in here, but that's not that important. Maintenance. Key slugs still in the dealer envelope, so you can make extra keys. And the original window sticker. So let's see what we did have. Obviously, we've got the base car, $5,963.20, destination charge, subtotal of $6,241. What did we add? The power seat we just looked at for $90. Divided front seat. Tinted windows. Power trunk lid release, which obviously just works. We just used it. Floor mats. Door edge guard moldings. Pulse wiper system. Air conditioning. Cruise control. The 455 4-barrel Olds engine. Tilt steering. White sidewall tires, AM push button radio, convenience group lamps and mirrors, including visor vanity mirror, luggage compartment, and under hood ramp. Well, there's our visor vanity mirror right there. So the original window sticker's still here. Lots of old registrations in here as well. What else do we have? Odometer statement. 11 miles, November 20th, 1974. The car was delivered with 11 miles on it. Today we're showing 4,000, so it's got 104,000 on it. The original sales invoice from November 20, 1974. There they added the half vinyl top. There's the dealer added side moldings like we talked about. Total price out the door, $6,346.14. Let's see what that compares to the original window sticker. The original window sticker was $72.88. So they had $74.43, a $1,282 discount. Made it $61.61.30, sales tax $184.84 for a grand total of $63.46.14. Does not show that as a trade-in either, so maybe they just gave them a cash discount or something. I'm not really sure. But there again, we have the original sales receipt, the invoice from 11/20 of 74 when the car was picked up at the dealer, to go with the odometer statement for this particular Oldsmobile. And let's see, what do we got here? We looked at some of this quickly when we first found the car. Oh yes, here we go. Here is the pre-delivery service and adjustment spec sheet. They check all this stuff under hood, body and chassis, under car, road test it, make sure that everything's working, make sure the appearance is good. They have the VIN number on here as 180778. 180778 on the window sticker. So this is all the original stuff for this car. Delivered by Delbert. Delbert was an old-time technician at the dealership. I remember Delbert. When Dad worked there, Dad worked at this dealership at this time. I was a little kid running around there, and I still remember Delbert out in the service department. So that's pretty cool documentation to go along with this 7598. So a great history on this car. You know, the owner's manual and things like that, a lot of people have that type of stuff, but finding all of this original delivery paperwork still here in the car, in the original Oldsmobile jacket, still in the glove box, right where all this stuff has been since November 20th, 1974. So anyway, one last thing to check out. We're going to take a quick look at that 455 under here before we wrap this up. And there again, mostly pretty much just original. Cleaned it up a little bit, checked it all out, made sure it was functioning. We can see there's definitely some age here. We see the decal has some wear around the edges. That's because it's pretty much all original. Pretty cool seeing something intact like this with this kind of history, this kind of story, this kind of documentation, paperwork. Really neat old car. Now, like I said, they didn't do a full-blown high-point restoration on this car. It's not that kind of car. But so many of these cars ended up in demo derbies. So many of these cars didn't survive. And seeing one in this condition today, it's pretty cool, especially with the history on it, the story that literally been right here its whole life, lived 8 or 10 miles away from the dealership it was sold at, ever since it was new. And now it's back here right now, and we're literally just a few blocks away from where this car rolled off the showroom floor November 20th of 1974. So kind of a neat story. So if you got any questions about this old 98, just give me a call, 620-786-4428, and that goes with anything else you see on the channel. Like I said, this one's ready for its next home. Can't wait to see where it ends up. It's going to make somebody a great cruiser because this thing is sharp, the colors are right. It's something different. You don't ever see it. It's well documented. Like I said, even though these aren't super high dollar cars, this is a nice old cruiser with a lot of documentation, a cool story, and that's why we enjoy these things. So hope you guys enjoyed checking it out. Check out the other videos on the channel. That's all we do on here is old cars. memorabilia, things like that. So if you dig old cars, check out this channel, check out some of the other videos. You got any other questions, give me a shout back. Sure hope you enjoyed the quick walk around the 7598. Give me a shout if you got any questions. Thanks for watching, everybody, and we sure hope to see you soon on the next video.